morning all. Myself Dr. Ritu Mahajan. I'm a founder and the director of the company RiBioP AgroTech Private Limited. I have my website also, which is available, and my contact ID. I'm working as a incubated at TBI Riser Mohali with a government grant from Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and Punjab State Council of Science and Technology. Basically, as Sir you were saying in the morning, that one should work for the skill. Every journey, startup journey is a very tough journey. What I chose was a much tougher, I can say, because it was not easy to step into what actually is existing, changing the entire thing. As on date, the people are working on the chemical pesticides. Now, the government is not at all promoting any of the idea which is related to the chemicals. They want to replace entirely the chemicals from the market. When I talked to the government of India, and this suggested me that I should bring some greener sciences. I was a carbohydrate chemist, worked on the AIDS vaccines, and a woman scientist at INST Mohali. Then that time I decided that better is, instead of going for any other type of jobs, let me have my own company. This is how I decided. Then, nanobiofungicides idea was from IIT Mumbai. They suggested it's easy for people to touch with the pesticides. Not everybody wants to work on fungicides. Take up the fungicides. Me being a 5 years experience of the nanotechnology, so I thought that make it a nanobiotechnology product. This is very much in demand in India. Initially, I'm not scrolling the slides also, rather I'm speaking. Recently, we have come across the example of Sri Lanka. What they did was, they tried to replace all the chemical pesticides from the market and they replaced with the biopesticides. But there was a problem because of the crop rotation. Next year when they planted the crop, there was no crop. Ultimately, they were largely dependent on the other countries. So, best example is, use the substance which is easily available, easy biodegradable, less toxic. Most interest of the farmer is, it should be economical product. So, when I attended last year at a quota conference by PM Modi ji, so that time I interacted with the farmers and I said, how much money are you spending per hectare? They said, they're spending per hectare, they're spending for this particular product, they're spending 800 rupees. So I said, if I give you this product within 150 to 200 rupees, then will you buy this? They saw the product and I said that this product will not be solid. When it is solid, it is a problem. Because it is difficult for the plants, it will be assimilated by the plants. I made it, lyophilized it time and again for hours and hours together. It made into liquid. Another thing is, when I synthesized this compound, I did not use any chemical at all. One fungus killing one major fungus. This work, I started actually with working on MOT, Magnapurth oryzae triticum, which is the weed blast. I worked on the weed blast, prepared the product, and when I wanted to come to the market, the government said, we do not give you the permission for the field trials. I said that, they said you will be successful, but maybe it will spread in the market. It will spread in the country, all over India, right from US to all Europe and till Bangladesh is traveled. The government has made it a red zone that there will not be any cropping. So now, that means if I try, they say that if you try, maybe the fungus spreads in India. What do? Then product was ready. I did not try it, and now this was a hit and try. It was a hit and try. I tried with one of the product. I prepared almost 8 products, and I said that let me try with this, and I was ready with these products. But now, since I was restrained to work on this weed blast in India, I virtually had a talk with the companies at Brazil, and our work is underway with them. And about the rice, I got wonderful results, 70% good results in comparison to what is chemical pesticide. Chemical pesticides, if we talk about, basically they are highly toxic. My product is not at all toxic because there is no chemical. They are not biodegradable. My product is biodegradable because I obtained from the plants. I'll come to the next slides when I'll discuss on that, how I synthesize in a very simple way. And easy biodegradable, easy available, less cost. Farmers' interest, cost. So, less cost and more, it is liquid. One patent, only one patent till now has been done in US, which is silica based. My product is liquid, which will be easily assimilated by the plants. So these were the USPs of my product. So basically the core problem was replacing the chemical pesticides. The basic solution was the biopesticide. Limitations due in the Sri Lanka, I came to the nano biopesticide. That is the core value proposition which I come to. Now I come to the next slide. As I have discussed all the, as we all are, I'll not waste the time on this slide because we all are aware of what are the problems which are caused by the chemical pesticides. So, as I discussed, without changing the slides, I've already discussed what is actually the solution which we are giving to the market. So, as I said, that I started with MOT, magnabothorizate, MOT is with resin. Magnabothorizate, I've already done the patent. And I will not restrict to this. This we are going to take up globally. That means, when I talk to the scientists in ISER, they said that people, we are learned people. We know how to handle the products. We know how to eat tomato. We know how to eat brinjal, how to use it. A common man doesn't know. So why don't you handle those problems? So that is what I decided, that since I'm ready with this product, my next work will be on the leaf blight of tomato, on the problems with the fungal problems of the brinjal or any other. So this is how we are going to go step by step. Various plant pathogens we are going to cover up. That means we are planning to replace globally entire market of the chemical pesticides with the nano biopesticides. Now, this is how it's a very, very visible one of the slides which I've done in my lab in ISER only. We just collected the plants, made it a powder, made it an extract in water itself. Every reaction, everything done in water. Made it in water, turned into it nano with the help of a fungus. So that means a fungus is killing another fungus. But that fungus which I used is not causing the problem. So that is what was the advantage that I used. So this is how I prepared the product. And this is the solution also I have discussed, that the silica based, what is the effectivity and all these things are. Now I'll come to the team. Myself the co-founder, the founder and the director. Myself, I told you about myself, AIDS vaccines and nanotechnology on the chemical pesticides. When I was doing on the chemical pesticides, that was the turning time where my advisor, Mr. Anil Patel, chairman of the Bharat Nanotechnology and Krishnam Industries, he advised me rather to go into this type of product. Synthesize this. Is it possible? You have an experience of nano. Why don't you go into this? This is how. This is Mr. Aditya Kumar Sodhi, the co-founder from Department of Industries and Commerce, the Senior Technical Officer. The CEO, Mr. So how actually is working? We prepared a nano composite. This is my product. Now this is the plant. I may be, depending upon the plant, I may be using it in the seed stage, or in the seedling stage, or on the flowering phase stage, depending on the plant. In the case of beet blast and the rice blast, we are doing it at the seed stage and the seedling stage. So this is actually a very simple way which was actually what the farmers do. We see big volumes of cabbage or carrots or all these vegetables in the market. How do we get it? Earlier we never used to get it. What they do is they injected the seed with these chemicals, with these hormones.